Chats with Pat. We're going to delve into a little bit of some darker and deeper material, some abuse that led into criminalistic behavior. Right?
Yeah. So when did the abuse start?
The abuse would have started when I was about 4 years old from my father. He was ex-Navy, had a bad temper, he was an alcoholic to boot, and he didn't have much patience for kids. Although he did manage to have 9 of them.
You're the baby, huh?
I'm the baby. So,
how did it start? The first one you remember, first thing.
First thing I remember, there was this time where we had these 2 homeless guys sleeping in the basement of our house. And it was the kind of house where you had to go outside to a cellar and then down into the basement underneath the house. Well, I had this bright idea that I was going to stand there and flood the basement with a garden hose. And my father caught me. And he said, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" And you know, my answer, the only thing I come up with is the Jolly Green Giant told me to do it. Boy, I don't think I could sit down right for a week.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, that was just the way we grew up back then.
Well, yeah, I can remember getting spankings with big leather belts, you know.
Yeah.
That was, you know, the 70s.
That was the norm.
Can I have some peanut butter?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, I remember you telling me a story about playing with a helicopter.
That was funny.
The consequences were not.
The consequences were not. The incident itself was, you know, and that is, I had this big green jumbo army helicopter. My dad was trying to lay down on the couch to take a nap, pass out, whatever. He chased all the kids out of the house. Well, I wasn't in the living room when this happened. So I had this big green jumbo army helicopter, and I hit the propeller and I... And he looked down at me and said, "Didn't you hear what I just said?" "No." He says, "I said, take your toys and get outside and play. I'm trying to lay down and take a nap, and I ain't trying to hear that shit." So I stood there and looked at my toy and looked at him. And without even being able to control myself, I smacked that propeller as hard as I could, and I said, and he said, "You smart-ass little piece of shit." He said, "When I say get the hell out of my house, I mean get the hell out of my house." And that man picked me up by the scruff of my shirt and by the seat of my pants. And thank God that the glass part of the window was up, because I went through the window, through the screen, landed on a rock, bounced up, and took off running. And I didn't come back till 11 o'clock that night.
Can I have some more? I didn't have enough dinner.
Yes.
Thank you.
But that's the way it was with my siblings and my parental units. They were,
Hey, George.
we were always at war with each other.
Did any of your siblings come to your rescue?
I've had both my brothers have managed to save my life on one occasion each. And the first occasion was my brother Mike, and I was snuck into the kitchen. There's a family gathering in the backyard, and I had found this can of Nestle Quick, and I had a tablespoon. No, not just a little teaspoon. I had a tablespoon. My brother come in and he said, "What are you doing?" He scared me, and I said, "Oh." Well, of course, chocolate Quick solidified in my throat. I couldn't breathe. So he looked at me. He said, "You all right?" I said, he said, "You want to go to the movies with me?" He said, "All right, we're going to go to the movies." I said, "You sure you're all right? Why are you looking so blue?" He said, "Can you breathe?" And he started pounding me on the back. And he hit, and he hit, and he always said it was just like a brown cloud. And we kept that little secret to ourselves and went to the movies.
Oh, I meant when your brother threatened your dad.
Well, how do I start that one?
Well, Mike came in and saw you with a black eye.
Yeah, my brother came in and he saw me with a black eye, and I was actually leaking blood out of my eye. And he looked at me and he looked at my dad and he looked back at me and he said, "He hit you again, didn't he?" My dad stood, tried to stand up off that couch, and he said, "And if I did, what the hell are you gonna do about it?" And my brother just kind of snapped and bum rushed him and pushed him back down onto the couch and pulled a knife on him. And he said, "If you ever touch him again," he said, "you're a washed up, no good alcoholic." He said, "You will drink, you will get drunk, and you will pass out. I, on the other hand, I like to go the other way. I like to stay awake for days on end, and I will catch you when you are sleeping, and I will slice your throat and watch you bleed out." He said, "You will not touch any of my family members ever again." And I don't know the exact time. I was 5 years old, but it was a very short time after that he packed us all up, moved us to Minnesota. My brother stayed in California.
How old were you guys? Well, I know you were 5.
We
So
were
that
all
makes
2 years.
Mike-
We're all 2 years apart. I was 5. Nancy was 7. Kenny was 9. Kelly was 11. Mike was 12, and Jackie was 13 or 14.
My goodness.
Yeah.
And still, it hurts my heart to know that Mike was left behind.
Yep.
And I know a big part of the reason is because your dad blamed him for your mother's death.
Yes, he did.
His mom was shot and killed in front of him because of a feud with the neighbor between his eldest brother and the neighbor's kid. Unfortunately, that man that shot her was not charged because he claimed that he had been cleaning his gun.
It was involuntary manslaughter. He got 5 years.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got that wrong. For some reason, I thought he hadn't gotten any time or
No,
anything.
he got charged, but I mean, 5 years when you take someone's mother away is not very justifiable, I mean. But I think that would be enough divulging for now. I hope you come back again for another segment. I'm not real good at this, but I'm working on how to portray my story to whoever is willing to watch. So, till next time, this is Pat from Pat So Chat, my wife Jeannie.
Chats with Pat. You said Pats with Chat.
But it's always good to end with laughter, so we'll see you
Next Saturday.
next Saturday.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.